Hello, my name is Karen Hicks and I'm an independent Epicure consultant, and I'm so glad that you could join me today for this cooking class. So today we're going to be making chicken fajitas in less than 10 minutes and poco picante salsa and guacamole and some chocolate mini cheesecakes. So you do not want to miss this. So let's get started. I know we're all busy and looking for time-saving hacks. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take two bell peppers, whichever colors you'd like, and I'm going to use my Chef Prep Pro knife here, and it has a ceramic blade on it, which is really sharp. It's good for anything soft like peppers or tomatoes, cucumbers. White potatoes are okay. Don't use it on anything hard though, like sweet potatoes or squash, because it is a delicate blade, and so it may break if you use it on anything heavy or hard like that where you have to pry on it. But it's perfect for slicing through peppers and tomatoes and the things that we're going to be using today. Even chicken, we are going to be using it today. So I'm just cutting these up in thin slices, and I'm cutting them on our one of our cutting mats here. So there's a set of 4 cutting mats. There's 2 large ones, and then there's 2 small ones, and there's 2 purple, 2 gray. So some people like to use all the purple ones for the vegetables that they slice up, and then they use the other colored one for meat so that they keep them from being contaminated, which is a great idea. You can use them however you'd like, and they have a waffle pattern on the back which keeps them from slipping around much, which is great. And if you know someone who loves to cook and be in the kitchen, this is an amazing gift. It comes in a beautiful black box with a foam inlay, and it looks really classy, really nice. So I would definitely look into that as a gift if you're looking for something for someone. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we've got our 2 peppers sliced here. We're gonna take our multi-purpose steamer. So this is a large square steamer. We have different ones. We have a round steamer, which you can cook a whole rotisserie chicken in 20 minutes or less in the microwave. Well, not less, but 20 minutes in the microwave. And it has an even sturdier base than this one, so it's even good for stews or large batches of soups, casseroles, that kind of thing, mashed potatoes. So anyways, this one, it comes with a tray inside, and the holes make it great if you want to like put your chicken on the bottom, put some broccoli or something on the top. You can cook it all at one time, and it cooks with steam. It's 100% food grade silicone, so nothing's going to leach into your food. And because it's cooking with steam, you don't need to add water or anything to it unless you're cooking like rice or quinoa. But the steam holds in all the nutrients, so you're not pouring out the liquid. If you add water to it, you'd have to pour it out, and all your nutrients are being poured out. No, it stays in when you cook with steam. So this tray is really great also if you want to make bacon. You can make little apple chips or your own potato chips on there and put some popcorn seasoning on it. Different things. If you make bacon, you just put the bacon on this tray, cover it up, and in about 3 minutes, depending on the strength of your microwave, you have crispy bacon, and all of the grease drains to the bottom. And then because it's flexible, you can just pour that grease out into whatever you're going to do with the grease. So anyway, we're just gonna leave out the tray for now. I'm just gonna put it on the plate so it's a little bit sturdier, and we're going to put our peppers right on in there. And I love how these bend, so you can just slide them right in. Okay, next we're going to cut up 1/4 of a red onion. And this is a little bit sweeter than using white onion. Okay, and I'm just gonna slice it into thin, long slices. Again, you can put whatever you like into your fajitas. If you don't like onions, don't put them in. So we're just gonna separate those pieces into our steamer along with the other things, the peppers. And then we are going to cut up some chicken breast. Now you could also make this with beef strips if you prefer to have beef fajitas. It's totally up to you. You could probably even make a vegan version, but I'm not as familiar with tofu, so I'm not sure how that would work. All right, next we're going to take 2 chicken breasts. So I'm done chopping my veggies on this, so now it's good to use for my meat. Do not use meat first and then vegetables, or you will have food poisoning. Or salmonella poisoning, I should say. So I'm just gonna hold it with a fork, and we're just gonna cut it into, whoops, get a piece of onion there. We're just gonna cut it into thin strips. Can you even see what I'm doing? There you go. Okay. And you wanna try and cut them all about the same evenness so that they cook evenly. This is a large chicken breast. So it calls for about 1 pound, so you're looking at about 2 large chicken breasts for that. Okay, and then the fajita seasoning we're going to be using is amazing, especially if you need to follow a low sodium diet, or you're looking to cut out sodium or reduce the amount of sodium that you have in your diet. Just dumping those into our steamer. It only has, let me see what this one has. It has, where is it? 10 milligrams of sodium for a teaspoon of our fajita seasoning. Whereas if you look at the packets that you get in the Mexican food section of your grocery store, you are looking at like thousands, or close to 1,000 or 2,000 even for some packets of seasoning. Plus those a lot of times have fillers in them. Ours don't have any fillers, they're just plain clean ingredients, non-GMO. Well, 90% of our ingredients now are non-GMO, ethically sourced, so you know that they are good quality, and no fillers, no MSG, nothing like that. Let me just get rid of this and wash my hands quickly because I'm dealing with chicken. So yeah, very clean products, and oftentimes you don't need to use as much of the product that it calls for on the jar because they are just pure seasonings. So you can always start with less, maybe about half of what it says, and then add more if you'd like. All right, just gotta get rid of something on my phone here. There we go. So this calls for, how much here? Where did it go? I'm looking on the wrong spot. Let me look at my ingredients, sorry. 2 tablespoons of fajita seasoning. So I'm probably gonna use, we'll try 1. I'm gonna use our 4-in-1 spice spoon here. And we're just gonna sprinkle it all over the chicken and the peppers. Then we'll mix it up and see what it looks like. This spoon, if you don't have this, it's an amazing tool. It's got the tablespoon, teaspoon, and then on the back, 1/4 teaspoon. So you don't have to get out a whole bunch of spoons and make a mess. And then we can use our grip and grab tongs. These are amazing. They come in our set of Prep Pro tools, kitchen tools. There's a ladle, there's a saute spoon, there's these, there's a couple other ones in there as well. It's currently out of stock, but we're hoping it comes back very soon. And they are all 100% food grade, of course, silicone, and they are steel reinforced. So they're not like dollar store quality, you know, where they're gonna fall apart on you, and they can handle some heat as well. So you can use them on your stove. Don't leave them sitting on your burner, of course, but you know what I mean. All right, so all we're gonna do is we're just gonna pop this lid on here. Just make sure it is closed. And I would recommend putting it on a plate because it's a little bit wobbly, and if it comes out and this opens at all, the steam could burn you. So always use a plate for the square one for sure. And it has 3 vents here, so the steam will come out of there. So when you take it out of the microwave, open it away from your face so the steam does not go in your face. And I would not have children taking this in and out of the microwave.